I tell you what, that day riding the Bowheads really blew my mind.
Amazing fun.
And when you, something you said earlier about not riding, like it is riding.
Oh, it's an insane form of riding. I mean, it's
not trials.
It's a different type of bike riding, but it is very much bike riding. It's an incredible experience for anybody.
Yeah.
Disabled or not, it's just wild.
Please explain it.
I mean, it was a proper day, right? So my day started with me thinking I was getting on some sort of trike with an engine.
Yeah,
an
it sounds
motor.
awful. It sounds awful, but it doesn't work.
Okay, so we'll put in clips, Doug, of the Bowheads. But basically, they have 2 front wheels, rear wheel driven, right?
Yeah.
And a set of handlebars. And then there's a pin.
Oh, right. Okay.
The pin.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you sit in it and you think, right, well, this is going to be exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's a rear wheel drive trike with handlebars.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be able to just razz around. You know?
And I mean, it's quick. It's really quick.
Okay.
Very
It's really
powerful,
quick, yeah.
very, very powerful motors.
Like real torquey.
But the pin. So you sit in it, you think, yeah, this is mint. Then someone takes the pin out.
Yeah.
And what happens?
Well, then the articulation is free, right? So it can basically, you can articulate the wheel. So you can, when you're going into a left, you'll push the bars out right, and then the front wheels will lean and turn. Ooh. So the bike suddenly becomes like it will glide, and it's really beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
So the bit you always, the bit you always miss when you're riding on an adapted bike is if it's not got that articulation, you never get to actually carve in, of course, and that is so much part of riding.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think about when I think about riding. I think about where my body weight's going and what it's doing to the bike. And on the Bowhead is a different experience because in some respects it's sort of opposite to what you want to do. Takes a little bit of getting used to. Yeah. Because usually you're sort of trying to get above the bars, but you're getting under them. But that almost feels like MotoGP-ish. Yeah. Because it's almost like you got to put your shoulder into the ground, and you can just get away with murder on it because you've got double front wheels, so you can just. Like,
if you're good,
oversteer. You can just.
I'm not sure I agree there.
You can just oversteer into a corner. Like, fuck it, it'll grip.
Dude, following Martyn was insane.
How big are the wheels?
Well, yours had 24s on the front.
Yeah, because
a 26 rear, and mine's. I've got a hand bike version of it, which I think's even better, but it's very different.
Right.
But it does all the articulation, but you've also got a Bosch motor that you're pushing the back wheel with.
Wow.
But basically, that's got 20-inch wheels just because the hand bike needs to clear the wheel when you're.
That's why.
So it's got but you can get the one you were on with 20-inch wheels, which I quite like. But you hit a pothole into the corner and it'll pull the front wheel under, and it gets a bit wild.
So these front 2 wheels, they move like that, but then the back is separate to
the back's attached to you, so you're strapped in, so wherever your body goes, the back wheel goes. So if you lean in, the bike leans in, but the front wheels lean and the bars go out. It's hard to explain. Maybe if there's images you can see, but it's it's a wild bike designed by one dude, right? This guy Christian Bag in Canada, who owns Bowhead. He just come up with this idea that no one else has got near, and basically has built this brand from literally in his he's got like a underground, what does he call it? He's got like an underground engineering
bat lair.
But yeah, it's like a bat lair. But he's an unbelievable guy. I've got super love for him because he's changed adaptive riding.
Yeah.
And he's put people back on bikes that are incredible. There are other brands out there. I'm not just going to make it be like a big Bowhead. There's loads of brands out there that do really cool stuff, but the Bowhead's like a lot.
And you have one here in the UK?
I've got the hand bike one here.
Okay.
They made me a beautiful one like you were riding with a throttle this year that I rode in Sea Otter.
Okay.
But I got injured on it, so it hasn't come over to the UK yet. But that was nuts, that bike, really good. I was terrible on it, actually. I haven't ridden the throttle one for ages, and I was just all over the shop. I was trying too hard. I was trying to do the downhill. But we did downhill and dual slalom at Sea Otter. There was nearly 30 riders.
That's sick.
I was like racing Sea Otter dual slalom, and I was like, this is insane.
I saw them at the Malverns as well. See them around.
There's a couple of guys in the UK that are bloody good.
Really, yeah.
Oh, nuts. Yeah, they're just, the thing is, a lot of people end up in Bowheads
Well,
They're nuts.
Yeah.
How do you think they got there?
they've been pushing the limits.
And they don't change. They don't. It's true though, man.
Yeah,
It's
surely,
true.
yeah.
When I was in hospital, I was in a ward of 25 people, and over half of them were motorcycle or bike accidents.
Really, yeah.
It's just a constant. It's terrible,
It is.
but it's just that is it, and it's part of what we love.
Yeah.
The bit you get when you get the buzz is when it didn't go wrong,
Yeah.
and then you want it again. So you're always
You're
against
always on
that
the
edge
edge.
of like, what are you doing? And if someone's not into it, they can't understand what you're doing.
Has your
Like,
view
why are
of
you
risk
thinking-
changed?
I've never really worried about risk, to be honest. I
No.
don't really care.
But and so it's not changed.
'Cause
It
why-
still doesn't.
No, because I always think like, well, I'm only ever doing things I think I can do.
Yeah.
You don't ever do any. I've never done something I thought, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not evil Knievel.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's like that guy was
have
like,
a crack.
I think I'll try. It's like I've never done that.
Well, when I think I've changed a bit as I've got older, in that I look back. So the change is, I look back and I think I didn't have a clue how that was going to go. Like first time I tried a 720 or something, you know, it was complete like abandon. Like I'm
Did you enjoy this clip? If so, please like and subscribe. The full episode is available by hitting one of the links on the screen right now, or type The Ride Companion into your favourite podcast app. We've even put links in the show description for you. Cheers!